Sagittarius, it's Lilac from the Lilac Room. Thanks for coming into my page today, visiting me up here on YouTube. I couldn't wait to get to Sagi's readings, and I'll tell you why. There were a lot of similarities in the other two fire signs that I just read for. So I'm curious to see if that trend continues with my last fellow fire sign of similarities come through, because that does tend to happen. I didn't really notice if it was happening with the other signs, but it stood out to me with Aries and Leo already. So, oh, I'm sorry. I've been in my studio here today in Johnston, Rhode Island. I'm taking clients in the studio if anybody's looking to have their tarot cards read or a Reiki session. We're going to do a Celtic cross spread, see what's going on for you Sagittarians for the month of March 2022. All right. First card out, the Chariot. Haven't seen this card yet today, so you guys are the first ones getting the Chariot. And the Chariot has left. What happens when they leave the race thing? Like they're at the racing starting point and then they take off. That's what you guys are doing, Chariot. Sagittarius for the Chariot. Okay. Challenged by the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, that's interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. The Chariot, you're ready to go and you're challenged by a knight. And the knights in tarot symbolize movement. The energy of movement. The Knight of Pentacles is actually a very slow moving knight. So this is very curious. I don't know. Well then. There you have it, folks. So when something is moving slowly, or someone in this case, it's usually because the past has taught them to slow down. Why? Well, in the past, you were this Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a much faster moving knight than the Knight of Pentacles, who is now wanting to move forward, but is holding himself back a little bit, or herself. And the Five of Pentacles upright indicator that there was some loss here. So when the fast moving knight was at work, there were losses. Now it's time to move, or there's an opportunity, we'll say, to move forward. And now this Knight of Pentacles is saying, well, okay, we'll move forward, but we're going to be a little more cautious. Out come the Magician. So some Sagittarius people are feeling like they don't know if they have it right. They don't know if what they're building is, or assuming is right, or what they think they see. So, I think you're going to create what you want to see happen. That's very bold of you and very confident too, Sag. And I get it. I mean, I'm a Leo, so I'm a fire sign too. And I like to just say, okay, this is what I think should happen. And I'm going to make it happen. Come on, Chariot. We're doing this. So in the course of the month of March, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I'm going to heed that. I'm going to take that as like a cautionary sign. Like this Queen of Pentacles is also not in a very big hurry. The Knight of Pentacles is not in a hurry. The Queen of Pentacles is not in a hurry. But there is a love connection or a past life connection involved here. I think that's why. Okay, so sometimes you just know that something is gonna. I see. Okay, this Eight of Cups. He's got this chain, and like all these swirls of emotions. There's so many emotions here, Sag. Got a lot of cups. It's like he knows that the situation could like tie him up emotionally or her up emotionally, but because of the Chariot and it's a major arcana, it's like I have to do it. I have to move forward. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know what I'm going to say or how it's going to work or I don't know if I should even do it, but I'm going to move forward. And I recognize that there are going to be some slow moving people, but they're going to be along for this ride on this journey because it's part of their destiny too. Unbelievable. Your innermost thoughts and feelings are the high priestess. So whatever it is you think you know right now, Sag, you're right. You have a deep understanding of something right now. Six of Swords reversed. Nobody is going to understand it. Why don't they understand it? But you understand it because it's your journey. But people around you aren't going to want to help you or support you or understand it. Look, King of Pentacles in reverse. They're like, dude, why are you going to be this Knight of Pentacles, holding up the Chariot, and then you're going to put yourself in this King of Pentacles reverse situation? You're doing it because you feel strongly that there is something there. So let's see. Hopes and fears, the World in reverse. So I'm sure you're afraid everything's going to fall apart. And the Knight of Swords, man, I feel like you're new at this. Like whatever this is, if it's love, which it does feel like it definitely feels like a love or an emotional kind of situation. I think you don't have a lot of practice. I was going to say knowledge, but I don't think that's what it is. I don't think that you know the words to say or how to say it, but you feel something. You're going with your gut. That's what it is. You're going with your gut. Page of Pentacles in reverse. So in the month of March, you may be deciding not to give this pentacle. You may be deciding to wait, even though this Chariot is saying you're going to move forward. Two of Wands, you're going to keep looking out for new horizons and what have you. And the Three of Swords. Yeah, you see it as if I move forward, there could be words exchanged that could hurt people. That's wisdom. I don't know what your situation is here, Sag, but I will caution you that there's a lot of emotional issues wrapped up in this, and there's the opportunity for words to be said incorrectly. The Magician is a bit of an inexperienced creator, but what what you're thinking, what you're feeling on the inside of you is correct. Okay, I just want to assure you that if you have a hunch, a feeling on something, it's right. But at the same time, you may not actually have a clear view of the way forward. So that you got to be careful with that piece. Let's see if we can get some oracle cards to kind of clear that up a little. It's kind of like, you don't have to do anything, but something is true, but you don't know how to manifest it. Because that's what the action of forward motion. Wide open. In this case, I feel like what I'm drawn to for you with this wide open card is the boulder. I think, Saggy, you're like standing on this boulder and you're like, I really want to go off into this. I want to go off into the sky, and I believe I can fly, but I don't want to jump. And that would be good advice. Don't jump off the boulder. If I were naming my videos, I think I might call this one, Don't Jump Off the Boulder. Status quo. Stay on the rock that you know for now. Oh, you've got the card of Sad Embrace. Yeah, something is evoking some tender feelings in you and sadness. Something sad is awakening. I think something or some situation that you've been in or something has triggered you on a deep level, and it's like opening up. Maybe that's where all these emotions are coming from. Something spiritually triggered you, I think, or emotionally. It's always spiritual for me. So something triggered you in some way subconsciously, most likely. You don't know it happened, or you don't realize it, or you might have a hunch. But when it happened, it started a chain of events for you. Oh, commitment. That's beautiful. I feel like you are, even if this isn't a relationship that could manifest right now, because there's all kinds of signals to let it be. I think that the commitment still exists because we make our commitments in our hearts first. Okay. Now, if this is about committing to like a new line of work or a new a positive habit for you, that's all very good. I just don't see any signs of going forward in a romantic commitment yet. I would not say. I'm not trying to say don't listen to the cards, but commitment overall is not bad. What I'm saying is there's different ways to commit yourself to things. Sometimes you just commit to an idea or a philosophy or an understanding, and you know where you stand on it. And that's just it. Like, I know how I feel. And even if I'm not acting on my feelings, I still know, and I acknowledge, and I, like, what's that word I'm thinking of? I acknowledge it within myself, and I appreciate it for what it is, you know? Basically, it's just an acceptance of what it is. All right. Hopefully that was clear as mud. If you guys want a private reading, you can book it on my Etsy page, which is Glam Simple Boutique, or you can leave a message in the chat box and I will let you know how to book your reading. Or you can visit my Facebook page for Lilac Broom, where you can also reach out to me there. Thanks, guys. Namaste.